Okay, students, the point of this lesson is to work out the 5-number summary with the use of your FX82 Casio calculator. To do this, we're going to have to enter in stat mode. So what I might do is put on a keylog as well, just to help you trace my calculations. And we might do the first one here. So let's determine the median. But we'll also use that to determine the 5-number summary. So we're going to go into statistical mode and with one column in the frequency table. Now I'll just show you where to turn then the frequency on and off if that's turned up. So you press shift and then go to setup. You press the arrow key down, go to stat mode and just make sure that your frequency table is off at the moment, and then we can just chuck in the bunch of numbers. So our first number is 1. Then we press equals, and then we press, 4, then equals, 3, then equals. And you can see that it's the numbers are being entered in as we go down. So you can see that being traced through in the keylog there. So 2, then 6, then 4. No, what's not being nice to me. So what do I say? 6, then 4, then 8, then 9, then 4, then 3, then 1. And so I now have entered my statistical data into the calculator. What I want you to do now is to press AC, and that has stored the information into the computer, into that little data there. So now we're going to press shift 1 to use some statistical functions. Now we're looking at the minimum maximum category here, so we're going to select 5, and you can see the minimum score, the maximum score, the first quartile, the median, and the third quartile. So if I want to calculate or determine the median, all I would do is press 4 and then go equals. And it tells me that the median of this set of numbers here is 4. So hopefully that would work out. Now to work out the interquartile range, remember it's just the third quartile. So we've got to go back here, third quartile, so and select 5. So it's 6, that's our third quartile. And then go back here, minus our first quartile, so select 3. So 6 minus 2 is 4, so our interquartile range is 4 there. And that should do you. Now let's have a look at the next one there here. So let's going to look at question 1C. So we're going to go to mode, stat mode again. So we're still one variable, that's all right, but now we need to turn on the frequency table. So we go shift, setup, or shift and then setup. Now remember that's the arrow key down, and we want to go to 3 to turn on the frequency table. So let's turn that on. So I'm going to select 1. And now I'm just going to put in all my score values, and then I'll put in the frequency. So it's just 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then over here, I've got a 3, then a 6, then a 7, then a 4, then a 3, and then a 1. And now I've entered my data into the calculator. We press shift AC. Oh no, sorry, we just press AC, otherwise it will turn us all off. There we go. And so I've just being able to retrieve now that information. If I want to have a look at that data, I can go back to type, or I can press 2 for data. But we're back here in the minimum maximum value. And here we are at the quartiles and the minimum maximum score. So we know that the minimum score should be 0. So let's just have a look at that. And yet that's 0. The maximum score should be 5. So let's just have a look at that. 2. Yeah, that's 5. And let's have a look at what the median is now. So Median should be the middle score. So that's, we're going to select 4 to find the median. So the median in this is 2, and that kind of looks right because there's a whole lot there in the middle one there. And let's just find the third quartile and the first quartile. So the third quartile is select number 5. So the third quartile is in 3, and then we can have a look at the first quartile, which is and 1. So the third quartile is 3, the first quartile is 1. To find the interquartile range, it's that third quartile minus the first quartile. So 3 minus 1 is 2.